Let's give me a whole different. Give me a whole different little lineup right here, man. I'm trying to invite some people, right? Quizzic. What's this? Sunday. Let's see. Invite a few more people. I'm just gonna try to do a little something. Alright. And okay. Alright, boom. Man, if you're in here right now, man, if you can give me a thumbs up or something. I can't see who's in here right now. It tells me like the amount of people, but it doesn't give me the profile. Don't give me the name. It's gonna give me who you're watching. So if you can see, if you could put thumbs up for me, man. Wave to a nigga or something, man. It's your boy Jay Scott down here in San Antonio, Texas. Look, man, I'm just gonna go right in. Let me see if I can change the description right quick. So, man, I checked out this Drink Champs episode. If you don't know what that is, that's the rapper Noriega, Nore. He has an interview. He does a show where he interviews people, artists of all different genres, and they drink. You know what I'm saying? They drink. You know what I mean? They blow weed on there, and they blow heavy, and they drink pretty heavy on there. So if you somebody who, comes on the show, you should be already kind of prepared for what's going to kind of go down. Lamar Odom, man. Lamar Odom, boy. So I watched this whole interview, man, because I wanted to see, I just wanted to see what it was, because I heard different things about it. You understand what I'm saying? I heard different things about it, so I was like, you know what, man, let me check this interview out. The interview was damn near 3 hours, okay? So, I mean, and the crazy part is, is from the time that this interview started, you know what I'm saying? Lamar Odom was drinking, like, this nigga was drinking, like, the first 10 minutes of the show. Like, as soon as the nigga sat down, the nigga started drinking. And I'm like, yo, how long ago has it been since he been in rehab, man? Like, how long ago has it been since he been treated for it? Didn't he go to treatment? Hey, what's going on? It's a PJC. Didn't he go to rehab and treatment centers, man, for substance and wasn't it like Viagra pills or something? Man, didn't he? I don't even remember how long ago this shit happened with him getting founded, at that ranch, that Bunny Ranch or whatever shit's called. I don't know how long ago that was, but how long ago was it since he been in rehab, though? Now, he comes on this show, man, and from the jump, man, Nori is just on this nigga's head. Now, mind you, these dudes are supposed to be from the same city, you know what I mean? Queens, New York. And so, you know what I mean? Like, the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's like, man, you got to be really careful around people who, claim to be, okay or friends with you. And I mean, yeah, it's on. What up, Brad? Brad Piggott, man. That's what's up. But you know what I'm saying? You just got to watch how people do you, man. I believe that, Lamar Odom came to this interview, and I believe that he wanted to kind of be on some, some straight hood street, validation type thing. And, Lamar Odom he's actually a legend, man. If you know anything about basketball, man, Lamar Odom was that dude, like him and Ron Artest. They were on the same, I believe, either high school or AAU teams or something. And Lamar Odom is a legend in my book, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said from the jump, man, it just seemed like Nori was just way too comfortable. You know what I mean? What up, Donna Kelly? Like, Nori was just way too comfortable in this interview. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at one point, Lamar says something about being an addict. And Nori was like, he don't believe in someone being an addict. And it kind of just, the interview just kind of kept going, like, up and down. And there was some real awkward moments with this interview, man. Like, at one point, man, Lamar Odom starts talking about how this nigga had 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks, nigga. God damn, nigga. Shit. This nigga said he had 12 strokes and 7 heart attacks, nigga. God damn. Nigga, how do you get to that point, nigga? How do you get to that point where it's like, now, do I believe that, you know what I mean? Now, I will say that the interview, Nori did bring up some good shit, man. You know what I mean? What up, Mike Clifton? He brought up some good things, man. I mean, like the whole Kardashian curse, like, hey, I believe that shit's real. You understand what I'm saying? And I guess all on Twitter, Black Twitter, Nori was getting some flack from black women on there. And I guess when they heard that Lamar Odom was coming on there, they wanted him to kind of, the people on Black Twitter, the black females on Black Twitter was getting at Nori about, him asking him some for real questions about the Kardashians. And, I guess he's with someone new, a black chick now. And so, Nori was trying to keep it as authentic as he could. But, yo, this nigga Lamar Odom was, nigga, drinking, nigga. I'm talking about this nigga drinking heavy, nigga. This nigga was drinking. I mean, he was drunk, yo. I say, like I said, the interview was about 2 hours and 45 minutes. When I say Lamar Odom was probably drunk the first 15 minutes of the whole thing, man. I'm talking about, he was talking about first 15 minutes of the whole show, man. Lamar Odom was like, I'm talking about he was drunk. Nigga, he was drunk, nigga. And of course, like, yeah, he agrees. They talk about, who, he agreed to come on to the show. But what was it was just kind of disheartening to see, man. Like, it was just kind of weird. It was kind of awkward. I'm surprised they really let the whole interview ride out, man. But, nigga, I get all the way to the about 2 hour and 15 mark, man. I get to the 2 hour and 15 mark, some shit like that. This nigga Lamar Odom, man, decides that he wants to get all the way serious. Like, he starts realizing at that moment, and 2 hours in, that he's been asked some questions that he really didn't want to answer, or he hasn't gotten over some things in his life, or hasn't came to grips with some of the shit. But my thing is, like, yo, the moment it seemed like when he was drinking, man, that he was still like, you know. But when he started hitting the weed, nigga, Lamar Odom was done, man. And Nori was on there, man. Nori was on there like, Nori was on some other shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Nori was on some other shit, man. Like, he wasn't letting the man talk. You know, he wasn't letting him, like, kind of, you know what I mean? Willie Damo, what up, bro? And, you know, like I said, the reason why I even put this up, man, is because it's like, you got to watch how people do you, man. You just never know, man. People could be trying to set you up the whole time. I mean, Nori was talking to Lamar Odom, and they were trying to, you know, it's like me interviewing somebody from my home city. You know what I'm saying? And they a legend. But I'm free enough and loose enough to, like, you know, offer you things that I know destroyed your life. Like, I don't know how I don't know how Nori I mean, nobody was there to kind of balance this shit out, man. That's what made this interview real weird. Like, nobody was there on Lamar Odom's side to kind of, and the person that was there, he was just kind of like sitting next to him at one point, but that was like after almost 2 hours into this interview, man. Like, Lamar Odom started talking about, he was like, man, he's like, I feel disrespected. And Nori was just like, how am I disrespecting you, man? Like, he didn't even know, but it's just like, yo, if you go back and watch it, like, Nori was just a little too free, a little too loose with the. I mean, damn, it's like they was making fun of the nigga, you know what I mean? And it's like Lamar Odom didn't realize he was the butt of the joke until about 2 hours and 20 minutes into the goddamn interview. By then, he was drunk. I'm talking about, nigga, Lamar Odom was plastered, man. Lamar Odom was plastered on this show, man. This nigga was like, he kept leaning and shit. He kept knocking shit over. And every single time, man, Nori was just like, hey, let's take another shot. Let's take another shot. Man, this nigga probably took, man, I ain't even count. But I know he took enough shots to be, like, out there. And so he started feeling disrespected towards the last 15, 20 minutes of the interview, man. I'm just like, man, this shit is weird, man. This shit is weird. But it's like, man, you know, at the same time, though, Lamar Odom should have been ready and prepared. And when he knew that alcohol and he knew that weed was going to be there, he should have been either in moderation, or he shouldn't have been doing it at all. Or he should have just been, you know what I'm saying, drinking water. And you're like, I mean, damn, nigga, you supposed to have some. That's what I'm saying. How long ago was this shit? I can't remember how long ago this shit was with Lamar Odom and the rehab. How long ago was this shit? Can somebody let me know in here? And if you're watching right now, I appreciate those that's peeping me out. But can somebody let me know what year this shit was with Lamar Odom when he went to go to rehab, man? Cause didn't he go to like a sex rehab too? Wasn't it for like cocaine, substance? Didn't he go for like a marijuana rehab? What up, Nate? What didn't I mean? How much rehab did this nigga Lamar Odom get, man? I try to remember what year this shit was. I don't even know what year that shit was, man. Can somebody tell me what year that was? For real. I don't know what year that was, man. But, I mean, still though, I mean, Lamar Odom must have been okay enough to be able to get on a show like that, knowing, like, if you've ever seen Drink Champs, you know, man, that these motherfuckers be drinking, man. They be drinking, and if they blowing weed, nigga, they blowing hella weed, man. And you can just look at Nori every time they do these interviews, man. Nori damn near don't even be knowing what the fuck's going on towards the end. During almost every show, unless it's a show that's like, you know, supposed to be real big. Like, I've seen him interview Rick Ross, Nas. He wasn't really too turned up for that, but for the majority of these shows, man, Nori be turned all the way up with the liquor, man, and the weed. So I don't know what the fuck Lamar Odom was thinking when he went. I don't know what he was thinking, but the people he had around him, nigga, he didn't have the right people around him, B. They let that man get set up, drunk, and expose himself. To the point where Lamar Odom couldn't even answer some of the questions, man. Like he was so fucked up. He was so drunk that he couldn't even answer the questions clearly. And then Nori, like I said, Nori kept trying to jump. He kept jumping his thoughts and jumping his responses and shit. Because he was taking forever to answer the shit. Yo, we can't be like this in 2020, nigga. You can't get set up like that. You can't get set up. You can't get set up like that, yo. You cannot get set up like that. That interview was sad, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was kind of sad. But it kind of wasn't, though. Like, Lamar Odom was kind of, he was throughout the whole thing, but it was some few times throughout the interview, I'm just like, man, this is some disrespectful shit. There was a few times through the interview, I was like, they're very disrespectful. Nori is being disrespectful to Lamar Odom right now, man. It was a few times. I was like, where's this going? And then Lamar Odom got so drunk, man, he didn't even know what the fuck he's talking about towards like the last maybe 45, maybe the last hour. That last hour of the show. Like I said, this nigga was drunk. He was drunk in the first like 15, 20 minutes of the interview. Not like drunk, like where you still kind of like, I mean, the nigga was just kind of like the nigga he was struggling, B. He was struggling. Nigga, he was struggling hard, nigga. Hard. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that he did go through that Kardashian curse, man. He did do that. He went through that Kardashian curse. I do believe that there is a Kardashian curse. You understand what I'm saying? I do believe that. You know, every nigga that done dealt with them then fell into a sunken place. You know what I'm saying? He damn near one of the ones that was able to get out and survive. So I salute Lamar Odom, you know what I mean? So if you get a chance, man, check out the interview. I mean, we in quarantine, so ain't shit else to do. The interview was a little awkward, I ain't gonna lie. Throughout the interview, it's a little awkward. You know what I mean? Because Nori just kept pressing on Lamar Odom, man. He was just like, man, let's take a shot. I'm like, God damn, this nigga. I'm like, damn, how long has this nigga been out of rehab, B? Now this nigga taking shots and blowing blunts and shit. And then the other thing I saw, man, was goddamn Takashi 6ix9ine. This nigga out right now. He didn't drop the little message. I seen the nigga dancing with a whole bunch of police officers and everybody around him. Like, yo, I mean. Then I seen a Instagram message where they were talking about having a reward for people snitching on those that are not following the COVID-19 shit. And so Takashi's replies like he's a superhero. Like, this nigga getting ready to be like, you know, I don't know if people know this, man, but there is they got odds out on Takashi, man, on how long it's gonna be before somebody kills this motherfucker, man. I mean, you know, it's very possible, man, because he's very sloppy. You know what I'm saying? And looks like everybody in that whole Treyway gang shit, them niggas is getting like 30 to 40 to 60 to 70 to 100 years. This nigga didn't even do 2. And he's out. This nigga got to talking like, I'm not a gangster. I just hung around gangsters, man. I'm really, now he's hard. So I wonder if he gonna do an interview, but You know, that's where we at, man. Snitches getting celebrated. You know, niggas is getting set up on interviews. This shit's heavy out here, man. Just make sure that you keep your head on the swivel out here, nigga. Cause this shit's heavy, man. I mean, damn, this shit is just different, man. Like, the air is cleaner. It ain't been that many cars out driving and shit. Like, you can actually breathe. This is actually helping the ozone layer out here, man. God damn. But it's crazy, man. Yes, Takashi 6ix9ine is actually getting ready to be out in the streets. What up, Beachwood? Like, I don't know, man. This thing is changing very, very, very interesting out here. And like I said, if you check out that Drink Champs interview, man, this shit is, it's kind of brutal, man. I'm surprised they interviewed this nigga that long. They interviewed him for damn near 3 hours, man. You know, and then like I said with Takashi, man, I don't give him that long, man. I don't give Takashi that long. You know, Takashi is about to be a done deal with him, man. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that's all I got, man. What up, Marcus? That's all I got, man. Appreciate those that checked your boy out. Hit me up on all platforms, man. Jake's got experience. What the F is your problem be? It's my hashtag. And yeah, man. I mean, this is quarantine time, so you know, ain't shit else to do. But man, look at shit on the internet and fake news and Trump news and shit, man. Stay cautious out here, man. Keep your head on the swivel, B. I'm out, man. Peace.